Dad, Mom's looking for you.
Will, I don't know why we need rehearsal dinners. These people have been eating dinner their whole lives. They don't need practice.
Is this where you taught me how to fish?
Yeah, Will, you caught a catfish this big.
It was half that size, but thank you. And thank you for cleaning it. Dad, about the wedding.
Oh, are you nervous? You
not.
are. You got that twitch. I recognize it.
Dad.
Son, when you were a kid, you'd never jump into the pool. I'd always have to sneak up and push you.
Yeah, that was fun for me. Actually, I wanted to talk about you.
My favorite subject.
Yes. So, Josephine and I would appreciate it if you didn't tell any of your stories at the wedding.
My stories?
Yes. No stories, no jokes, no anecdotes.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha, Will.
Thank you.
Understood. You used to like my stories, though. Especially the one about the witch.
I was 6, Dad.
You were never 6. You were born a tiny middle-aged man. Oh. God.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. You're the one who needs to be worried. You ready to get married, son?
I am.
Then here's to what's next.
So what's next?
Evening, son.
Where were you? You missed my game.
How do you know? How do you know I wasn't just hiding up in the stands? Maybe I didn't want to spook you, keep you from hitting that home run.
We were playing soccer.
Well, that's barely a sport. Oh, come on. What story is it going to be tonight?
I already marked it. Here.
Oh, okay. Oh, no. No, Will, these are prefabricated, pre-digested, okay? You don't want these. Let me tell you a real story.
You mean another story about you?
A story about life.
Dad, can you read?
Oh, I can read just fine. Watch. Chapter 9. Thus kept the Trojans watch, but the Achaeans were holden of wondrous panic. What the heck is this book?
It's about the Trojan War.
Trojan War? Trojan... Okay, yeah. So like ancient Rome and all that.
They're actually Greek.
Greek. Oh, Will, that's just my point, okay? We live in Alabama. We got stories under every rock and every stone. What if I told you you could change the world with just one thought? What if I told you you could be a king? Anything you desire, boy, anything on a plate, all within your power to create. I know somewhere in the darkness there's a story meant for me, where I always know exactly what to say. I know somewhere some surprising ending waits for me to tell it my own way. Be the hero of your story if you can. Be the champion in the fight, not just the man. Don't depend on other people to put paper next to pen. Be the hero of your story, boy, and then you can rise to be the hero once again. Now, the best part about an adventure is the people you meet. What if I said I met a witch when I was very young? What if I said she showed me how I died?
How you died?
Powerless in the face of it, terrified in the wood. That was where my life was changed for good. Hey, what if I said I met a giant wasting in a cave? What if I claimed I'd rose to be far braver than the brave? All my life of stories, son, and everyone is true. So believe me as I'm telling you, to be the hero of your story while you may. Be the guy who gets the girl and saves the day. You don't need a book of Greeks to teach you how to stay alive. Be the hero of each story you derive. Then forever you're the hero who'll survive. Every tale that you invent becomes a life that you make real, where each character you meet becomes your friend. You don't need to be a novelist to make believe what's waiting around the bend. Be the hero of your story till it's done. Why go promenade when you were born to run? If you understand this premise, you'll never be alone. You can conquer every challenge, you can face each stepping stone. Be the hero of your story. What if I swore I saw a mermaid swimming in the mist? What if I told you she would be the first girl that I kissed? Out there in the water filled with eagerness and fear, here is what she whispered in my ear. Be the hero of your story. Hero of your story. Now, there was something about that kiss. It transformed her. As beautiful as she was in the water, she was even more beautiful out of the water. Now listen, son, one day I met this fisherman, see?
Are you gonna help me? If I don't catch a fish, my family's gonna starve.
Oh, okay, well, the fish are sleeping, okay? You gotta get them moving with the Alabama Stomp.
The Alabama Stomp? What's
See if I
that?
can remember this little dance here. Oh, yeah, it's coming back. Woo! Oh. How about that, huh? Works
let me
every
try-
time,
let
son.
me
I can't
try this.
explain it. Something about this rhythm really gets their fins moving. Whoa! Okay, all right now.
Wow.
What do you think of that now? Come on, all right, hey, let's see what you got. All right. All right, I see that. Something tells me you've done this before now.
Oh.
Dad, couldn't you just give him some money?
Oh, son, listen. You give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. You teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. Teach a man the Alabama Stomp, you feed his soul. Come on, y'all, let's help this guy. Uh-huh. I love that sound. I hear that out there. All right now. Okay, now y'all get ready for this. Hey, 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 hey. What'd I tell you? Every time. I know somewhere in the future there's adventure waits for me, filled with mystery and people I can love. And I know out there on the road of life, I'll live the story I'm dreaming of.
Be the hero every time you get the chance. If the music stops, continue with the dance.
On a wing or on a prayer, get there only with your voice.
Be attentive, be inventive, be the first one to rejoice. With that story in your heart, you won't need any other choice. You're a hero fighting dragons, winning wars. Be the hero, and the world will soon be yours.
What the heck was that?
Oh, was a miracle, Will. Come on.
It doesn't seem plausible.
Oh, Will.
Dad, why do you tell so many crazy stories?
I guess it's just who I am, Will. Why does the sun shine?
Because of fusion.
Oh, Will, it was a rhetorical question.
Edward,
Quick, where's that book?
Now you're in trouble.
why is the light still on?
Oh no.
Edward Bloom, it's 9 o'clock on a school night. Let this boy sleep.
Yes, dear. We're just finishing up this chapter on Agamemnon. Why can't a guy have a normal name like Chuck?
Mom, can you really get fish to jump out of a river by doing the Alabama stomp?
I suppose anything's possible. For example, I heard legend of a brave and handsome man who happily fixed the leaky sink in the bathroom the very first time his wife asked, without excuse or delay.
Well, that there's a myth. Except for the part about the brave and the handsome.
Lights out, both of you.
Well, you heard your mom.
Dad,
Son,
did you really meet a witch?
I did. Oh, only your mother says I can't tell you that story because you'll get nightmares.
I'm not scared.
Really? Neither was I. At first. Now, it's a common fact that most southern towns of a certain size have a witch.
Do we have a witch?
No. Oh, but we got 2 Dairy Queens, so we're still coming out ahead. Come on. Now, these small town witches, they like to stick to the minor incantations, okay? Love spells, whatnot. But there was one witch, more renowned than all, for she could see the future. She showed me the future, Will. One night, 3 of us boys went out looking for her. Just 3 teenage boys on a dare. We did not know that she was about to change our lives forever.
Oh! Quiet, Zachy!
I got a bug in my drawers. Help me, Dawn.
I ain't getting near your drawers.
Oh, it's on the move.
Oh, well, use your flashlight. You want it to move towards the light.
Not that way, you idiot.
No, you want it down towards your feet, not your...
It's working.
It's out. Ah, come on, Zachy, let's find that witch.
Wait for me.
Oh, Dawn, we're just walking in circles.
You want to lead? Go ahead, Bloom. I don't think there is a witch.
Hey, Dawn.
Boys, you have broken a sacred circle. You better have a good reason.
We wanted our fortunes read.
I can tell you the future with an uncanny accuracy. Your loves, your lives, your deaths, $1 apiece.
Can I borrow $1? I'll pay you back.
No, he won't.
She knows.
Come on, tell me my future.
All right, you asked for it. Oh, yes. The future is quite clear.
What do you see? Do I get quarterback?
You'll lead an unexceptional life filled with minor triumphs and major disappointments. Oh, and then you die.
What? That's it?
That's all the spirits see for you.
I want to know how rich I'm going to be.
$1 poorer than when you started. Now, as for you.
I want my money back.
Don't, Dawn. She'll hex you.
Dawn, give it back.
How about I smash it? How you going to do your fortune to take the crystal ball?
Dawn, I said give it back.
Or what? You think you can take me, Bloom?
Here's your money back. Now hand it over.
Witch lover!
Witch lover!
Here you go. Ma'am.
Don't you want to know your fortune?
Let me guess. I lead a disappointing life and then I die.
Everyone dies, Edward Bloom, but your death is glorious. Let me show you.
But why would I want to see how I die?
What's your concern? Are you scared of hearing one thing new when you could learn something secret that can help you through? In one good turn, I can show you counterfeit from true. Life begins when you know how it ends, and yours is no ordinary life. You become important, you're the bravest man around. You're the kind with fortune always finding common ground. You climb each hill in front of you without a suffering sound. Compassionate and warm, the calm in any storm.
So take a chance.
Let me show you how your days unfold. You and me could play the hand you hold. When you gamble, then you get the gold.
Life begins when you know how it
Don't
ends.
believe in fairy tales that say life is a breeze. Every man must face a trial that brings him to his knees. But let me share a magic truth, a proof of all that thrives. The ones who face their fears lead the most interesting lives. Lives. So tell me what you want,
I want a big life.
and tell me what you see,
I see a road
and tell me where it goes.
in one direction.
So don't you want to see what's next, what's waiting in the void? You may be disappointed, but you may be overjoyed.
What did she show you?
The last moments of my life.
What were they?
Surprise ending, Will. I wouldn't want to spoil it for you. You were there, though. Your mother was there, too, only I didn't recognize her. She was just some girl with red hair.
And you're gonna find that girl, but it won't be easy. So don't be sad, don't be scared, be alert, be prepared, take a breath, take it slow, let uncertainty go. When you know how it ends, you begin. When you try, you can fly. Fly.
Dad, seriously, you need to get ready. The wedding's in 45 minutes.
Oh, did you see that? That was almost a 7. 7s are good luck. Oh, and you're going to need good luck with the baby coming.
What are you talking about?
Oh, Josephine's pregnant.
How did you...
Oh, you just told me, Will. That's how. Look, back when I worked at the circus, I developed a little knack for reading expressions. Very useful with lions. Plus, She didn't drink at the rehearsal dinner.
Okay, Dad. Nobody knows she's pregnant. You can't tell Mom.
Why not?
Because it's super early. Statistically, there's a good chance it could not happen.
Statistically.
Yes.
Okay. You, an Alabama boy, meets an American girl all the way over in Baghdad. Okay? Now, what are the odds of that? Statistically.
Well, we're both reporters, so it's not that remarkable.
Oh, well, I would hate to see the rainbows in your world. I bet they're 7 shades of gray.
It's just the baby. I don't want to jinx it.
Oh, hey, relax. That was a 7. Hey.
Promise me you won't say anything. And about what we talked about earlier, no stories, no toasts, nothing.
Come on, Will. Come on. When have I ever embarrassed you? Okay, fine. I'm not that good around orchestras. Though I really thought I could play that violin. It don't look that hard.
Honey, get dressed.
Oh, yeah, Will was just holding me up. Oh, look at you. Give me a kiss.
Adjust in my face. Go put on clothes.
Oh, hey, is that a violin? Let me see that.
Are you nervous?
No. Yes. Mom, about Dad. I know you can't control him.
I could just as easily control the weather.
Dad is like the weather. I can predict him, sort of, but I fundamentally don't understand him. I don't get him. He's like a baffling hurricane.
If you're gonna worry about anyone, worry about your poor old mother, abandoning me for a woman on television.
You love Josephine.
Oh, I do. We turn on the cable news sometimes just to watch her. She's smart and pretty and kind. But you're my little Alabama lamb all the way up there in New York. Oh, you want to practice one more time?
Absolutely.
Okay. Not out loud, Will.
Right.
All right, let's try faster. Better. That's it.
Oh, Will, come on, let me help you out.
Yes. Thank you all so much for coming. Josephine and I are unbelievably grateful to have such wonderful people here to help us celebrate.
For the people who don't know, this is actually where Will proposed to me. 1 year ago, right here, on the banks of this very river. I had just met Edward and Sandra, and I knew that I wanted to be a part of this family.
So before we get started, there are a couple of things that we want.
Yes, my name is Edward Bloom. Hello, on behalf of me and my wife Sandra, beautiful one over here, I'd like to welcome y'all to Alabama. Will says I'm not allowed to give a toast today, but as you may see, there is no glass in my hand.
Technicality.
Technicality, he says. You know, Will thinks I talk too much. But I actually would have loved to have had a talkative father. My own dad was a farmer, okay? So you'd be lucky to get 4 words out of him. But one day I heard him out in the field just blathering at length, saying that he couldn't get a word in between my mother and me. But the corn was all ears. Oh, hey, come back. Actually, on the topic of fatherhood, after some careful consideration, I have decided to become a grandfather.
Dad!
Now I'm sworn to secrecy, but I am told my ambition may be fulfilled sooner than I dared hope.
Okay. Ladies, it's time to catch the bouquet. Follow me.
Oh, come on, Will. It's good news.
It's too early. 1,000 things could go wrong.
Will, listen, okay? Don't be such a pessimist.
I'm a realist, Dad. And yes, it's good news, but it's our news. Why do you have to make everything about you?
Okay, Will, I got a little excited. Maybe a bit carried away. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Dad, you always get carried away. And you know what? I'm sick of it.
Really? Well, you know what I'm sick of? You treating me like a child.
Edward.
What kind of son doesn't let his dad give a toast at his wedding?
Your son whose father does this.
Oh, grow up, Will.
Edward.
I did. And you weren't there.
Calm
You
down.
were never there.
Hey, you listen to me. I was starting a business.
Edward.
No, you were running away.
Oh, from
Will.
what? From you?
This is not
From
the
reality,
time.
Dad.
Reality.
And all I got was a bunch of crazy stories
Hey.
about how awesome you are. And I'm sorry, Dad, but that's not the man I see.
Well, maybe
Will.
you never bothered looking.
Stop it, both of you, before you say something you can't take back.
I'm done.
Me too.
You all right?
That boy is bullheaded. I don't know where he gets it from.
Asking about you. What's going on there?
Oh, put your stethoscope away, Doc. I'm fine.
How long has this been going on?
I don't know. A while. I'm fine.
You've lost weight.
Yo, exercise. Did you see me dancing out there? Come on. I'm fine.
I'm sure you are, but come in Monday and we'll be doubly sure.
Just take another look.
I'm trying.
It's just off to the right.
My right or its right?
A little bit of patience, Will. Now hold it still, and there follow it, boy.
A penis! It's a boy!
Yes.
We're having a son.
Doc, if it's bad news, just tell me.
It's not what we want to see.
The tumor didn't shrink?
No, it's spread beyond where we thought.
Oh, but that doesn't mean...
No, of course it doesn't, honey. It just means that I've got ambitious cancer. Right, Doc?
Exactly.
But we'll keep going, though, right? Or try something new.
There's a conversation to be had about what's next.
Oh,
Now, Sandra...
I need to call Will. We never should have kept this from him.
Will doesn't know about any of this?
No, he's got his whole life off in New York. Figured no sense worrying him.
This is really happening.
You thought I was making it up?
No.
I'll get dressed.
I'll meet you outside.
Will, we're going to have a son.
I know. Son. Stranger, I'm feeling stranger than I've ever felt before. So much more different. Like something old has joined with something new, but still feels true. I'm passing through a rite that every parent does. I'm walking on some shared familiar ground. Yet every step I take is not a step that was. And I found I like the sound of stranger. A child I've yet to meet becomes my everything, my song to sing. Father, and suddenly the weight of it is real. What do I feel? I feel connected in a way I've never known. A line from dad to me to newborn son. So from today I'll never make a choice alone. One for all for one. And when he's born, I'll teach him how to use his common sense. He'll listen and he'll learn and he'll excel. I'll tell my son that life is lived in clear and present tense, not only in the stories we can tell. My father told me stories I could never comprehend. In every tale he claimed to be the hero. I've tried to understand him, but I wonder if I can. Because after almost 30 years, I still don't know the man. I wish I knew the man, but he's a stranger. My father is a stranger I know very well. A puzzling shell. Hopeful, what's on its way may help us both to grow. But I don't know when I'll understand what made him wild. I don't know why he has this urge to fly. I wanna face him like a man and not a child. So I'll try, I'll really try. And in time my boy is sure to see brighter days for Dad and me. We can do things better than before. So that strangers we will be. No more. Mom, I was just about to call you. What? Okay, I'll be right there. I'll be on the next flight.
I wanted to tell you right away, but your father didn't want anyone to know he was sick. How dare anyone think Edward Bloom is mortal? The treatment was a long shot, but your father was convinced it would work.
What does Dr. Bennett say?
She says comforting things, but we all know where this is headed.
Mom, I'm so sorry. I want to help. What can I do?
I'm just glad you know. Family shouldn't have secrets.
Mom, have you and Dad talked about money?
Oh, we have plenty of money.
Is the house paid off?
Years ago, the day we sent in the last check, we had champagne. Your father opened it with a sword. There was glass in the carpet for weeks.
Mom, you won't mind if I look for the mortgage? The insurance? I'm worried about you, Mom. About what's going to happen. We have to keep a roof over your head.
I'm not worried about the house. I'm not even worried about me. I'm worried about you, Will.
Mom, I'm fine. I'll be fine.
Oh, I'm fine. You sound just like your father. Is he difficult? One could argue. There's a challenge in every day. If you think I don't understand him, give a listen to what I say. Sometimes he's like a tank full of laughing gas. Sometimes he's like a pain in the ass, but there is magic in the man, foolish magic in the man. And you no doubt are not about to break the spell. No, there is magic in the man. Pay attention while you can, and maybe you will do just as half as well.
He never met Gandhi, and he didn't invent the microwave.
Sometimes he bends the truth with a wrecking ball. Sometimes he's bored with folks who think small. I call it magic in the man, all the ways he's better than. But all you see is him and me with miles to go. If you saw magic in the man rather than a battle plan, you might be glad that he's the dad you know.
Now, people always said I was a good swimmer, and I was made for the water. Plus, I had a heck of a teacher. The only way to break the spell was with a kiss.
Who can live in a fantasy and never see what's real?
It's a fantasy I can't see, so that's its real appeal.
It's merely entertainment on a non-stop flight. What makes you so sure that you're so right?
There's magic.
He's a man
in
with
the
a
man,
taste for grandeur.
foolish magic
Why allow him
in the
to
man.
improvise?
And you no
Give him
doubt
only
are
a
not
moment,
about
and you're
to break
sure
the
he
spell.
shared in a Nobel
No,
Prize.
there is magic in the man, maddening magic in the man. But I'm worried, son, that he's begun to fall apart. Without the magic in the man, I'm right back where I began. A frightened girl with just a broken heart. So even if it's quick, please learn one little trick and try to make the magic start.
So, Dad, I could maybe mow the lawn for you. How tall do you like it?
This tall. I can mow my own grass, Will. Look, everybody needs to just stop worrying about me. I know how I go, and it's not like this.
Right. The witch.
The witch?
There was a woman in the swamp who told him how he died.
She showed me how I go, and it's not like this.
So, how does it happen?
Oh, surprise ending. I wouldn't want to spoil it for you. And you! Ha! You can forget about the life that you know, because let me tell you, having a kid changes everything. I mean, there's the diapers, the burping, the midnight feedings.
Did he do any of that?
No, but I hear it's terrible. Just awful.
Well, I should probably get dinner started.
I can help.
No, you stay out here and talk.
I'd rather just come
Edward,
inside
talk to
and
your
sit
son.
here.
Talk to your son.
Oh, hey, come on. Come sit with me.
So, Dad, I could maybe get the pool working if you wanted to swim.
Oh, don't put yourself out now,
It's
son.
fine.
You know where the chemicals are?
Yeah, I used to do it all the time when you were gone, remember?
Well, I was a traveling salesman. I wasn't exactly around all the time.
I wasn't trying to pick a fight.
Oh my goodness, I just felt him kick.
Oh, he must be strong, isn't he? When's he coming?
22 weeks, so...
5 months.
5 months. Well, you'll tell them about me. Only the good stuff.
Of course we will.
Yeah, Dad, I'd really love to know more about the real versions of those events, stories. Maybe we could sit down and talk about it while I'm still here?
You mean while I'm still here?
So, I want to know the full history. Now, I knew you grew up in Alabama, but was it here in Montgomery?
Oh, not too far away from here in a little town called Ashton. Now, here's the deal. Our town was so small, our phone book was called the Yellow Page. Our town was so small, our zip code was a fraction.
No.
Our town was so small, we only had 3 jokes. You just heard them. But the best part about growing up in a small town is that a boy with ambition can be a pretty big deal.
Edward Bloom, just look at what you've done, superstar. Hero of the baseball diamond, hits a home run. Champion of the science fair, he's like number 1. Captain of the student council, wins of the day. Always knows exactly what to say. Football hero too, look what he can do. Ashton's favorite son in every way.
He's the man I treasure. He's the man I'll wed. Though he doesn't know it yet, he'll be with me until we're dead. Jenny Hill no more will be my name. And I've handsome Edward Bloom to blame.
Edward, Edward, go Edward.
Edward Bloom, our favorite son.
Oh, hey, ladies. How's it going?
How's it going? You know, are you still with that Jenny girl? Yeah. Am I gonna see you on the game on Friday?
You
We'll be there cheering you on.
like always.
Hey Jenny. Hey Jenny. Bye Edward.
Edward Bloom, do you love me like I love you?
Of course not.
You don't?
Jenny Hill, you are the prettiest, smartest, blondest girl in all of Ashton, okay? How could I love you like you love me when you're an angel and I'm just a boy in love?
Nothing will ever come between us.
Calm down, calm down.
Mayor, there is a giant living in that house.
Yeah!
I've seen him. He's 10 foot tall with big red fiery eyes.
He might eat my cat.
Mayor, if you don't stop that giant, we will.
Now listen, I will not have mob violence in this town. Not without a permit.
I got your permit right here. We gotta smash that giant before he smashes us. Yeah. All right, we need torches and pitchforks. Let's go.
Wait! Did any of you try talking to the giant?
You can't reason with it.
He's a monster.
No. Okay, I'll talk to him. I'll go up there and I'll see if I can get him to move along.
Edward Bloom,
Don Price.
you want a sweet talking giant? Go ahead, Bloom. It's your funeral.
That's funny, Don, because the witch showed me how I go. And it's not like this. Bye, Jenny. Hello? Hello? My name is Edward Bloom. Came here to talk to you.
Go away.
I will not. Not until you come out here and face me like a man.
I said go away.
Fine. I'm coming in. Wow. Uh-huh. Yep, just what I thought. Only giant you are is a giant coward.
I will smash your bones and eat you for dinner.
Well, you'd still be hungry. I'm more of an appetizer size myself. Edward Bloom.
Get out of my cave.
No, look, I came up here to talk to you.
I don't want to talk. I just want to be alone.
I don't believe it. You are alone, so you're just pretending that that's what you want. But you know what I see? Under all those dead animal skins and death threats, I see a guy who might need a friend.
You don't know me.
Oh, sure I do. Look, up till meeting you, I was the biggest thing in this town. But seeing you, it's made me realize there is something bigger out there, isn't there?
So go.
Oh, come with me. Look, this town, it's too small for you, clearly, and it's too small for a man of my ambition. Besides, woo, giant. When was the last time you left this cave?
I'm agoraphobic.
Agor. Okay, well, I don't know what that means, but you got to get outside.
You're not very bright.
Well, how smart are you?
Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance.
Wow, that's deep.
There's nothing for me out there. I don't fit in. I've never even been in a car.
A car? You got them legs. Just walk.
I can't fit in a house.
Well, you could sleep under the sky.
I'll never find a girl.
Oh, giant. Listen, this is the South, okay? We like our women big and beautiful.
But
You can pine your life away, wishing things was better, waiting here for Judgment Day while knitting you a sweater. But I believe that kind of life won't set your spirit free. So, my friend, one small suggestion where you ought to be. You can take a journey through this country's flesh and blood, on a ride past countryside and Mississippi mud. Hit the street with 2 big feet to bear your heavy load, and live life out there on the road. Anything you want to be and anything you say, come tomorrow you'll be free of who you are today. Action and adventure when you change your fixed abode and find it out there on the road. Now wouldn't you rather be like royalty, respected like a king, where it's all civilized? You'd be surprised, the song you hear them sing, they'll greet you there. Some want to share enthusiastic news, and all you need is a guarantee in one big pair of shoes. One big pair of shoes. What's your name, giant?
Carl
Listen, Carl, the world is huge.
197 million square miles, approximately.
Say, you're pretty good with numbers.
Only big
Well,
ones.
naturally. Come on, let's get out of this cave. Don't you want to step outside? Look around, see what's waiting there. We were born to wake each morn someplace we've never been. Checking out the locals as they watch us checking in. Every new encounter in another new zip code, we'll find it out there.
That's him right there.
Wait, he's not a monster, he's a thinker, he's a whiz. This boy isn't half so bad as you all think he is. Come on, Carl, tell him a joke.
What do you call a cross between a hippo, an elephant, and a rhino? Hell if I know.
I've been so inspired, I've decided we're a pair. We're headed out there on the road.
Yes! You're leaving now?
Jenny, I can't think of a better place than Ashton, but
Edward Bloom, don't tell me that you're leaving us for good.
Jenny, yes, I'm leaving, but for good I never could. I'll be back someday.
And I'll be waiting while you're gone.
To then be happy on
Come on, Carl, let's show him our traveling step. Every road trip needs a good traveling step. Can't wait to hit the road. All right, I see that. Okay, now.
Edward Bloom, take with you this key to the city and know our doors will always be open for you.
Thank you. I won't forget Ashton. I'll be back someday, I promise. Suddenly I'm the king who holds the key, and everybody secretly is dying to be more and more like who?
Like you?
Like
I can see America dependable and true. Open sky and passers-by congratulating you. Find the open highway and you get the mother love. Go crazy out there on the happy, out there on the finally out there.
Will this your return to us?
On the road.
Will, look what I found.
What is that?
It's the key to the city from when your father left Ashton in search of adventure.
Oh, he's gotten to you, hasn't he? He's seduced you.
Do you know how your mother and father met?
Yes, they met in college. No, wait. Which version did he tell you? There are at least 7 of how he met my mother.
This was romantic.
They're all romantic. My father is romantic. Was the giant in it?
Yes, Carl.
So, Carl the giant, supposedly my dad's best friend, but I never met him. There's no photo, no evidence that he ever even existed. I'm worried my father's going to be gone and I'll never know it was true.
But does it really matter what was true? Your father was telling these stories for a reason, Will. If you understand the stories, you'll understand the man. How many stories are there?
I don't know. I've never counted.
Well, you should make a list.
Okay, yeah. Let's make a list. Chronologically, it starts with the witch. She teaches him what? Not to fear death? Then the mermaid.
She teaches him about love, how love transforms a person.
I thought she taught him how to swim.
You
never listen.
So, my dad leaves Ashton with Carl the Giant. They have a series of wacky misadventures which roughly approximate to the 12 labors of Hercules.
What about the tornado?
Fine, the tornado. It's not important.
It's incredibly important. Your father was headed for the big city, but then fate pushes him towards love.
You have a lot of hormones in your body right now, but fine. The winds of destiny bring him to the Callaway Circus.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, any one of these acts could join the Callaway Circus. Except you. Come here. If I was looking for a miscellaneous object dropper, you'd be at the top of my list. But I'm not. Number 73, the Alabama Lambs.
Ooh, that's us. We're the Alabama Lambs.
Huh. Miss Templeton. Does your daddy know you're here?
He knows I'm with my two best friends.
Tell me, your father, is he still a small-town sheriff with unmedicated rage issues?
That's Dad.
Well, best you get along home and not breathe a word of this folly.
Wait, Mr. Callaway, I am supposed to be here. I know it.
And I know I don't want to be hanging on your daddy's wall like this. Number 74, Zachamus the Sensational.
Haven't you ever had a hope, a dream, a wish? Please, Mr. Callaway, just let us try.
Fine, let's hear it.
Ooh, okay. Shim, sham, I'm a little lamb from Alabama. Flim, flam, I'm a little lamb from Alabama. Waiting to be fed, hoping to be led by a little shepherd boy from
M-I-S-S.
I-S-S-I. Pee-pee. Ah, wham, bam, like a little lamb from Alabama. Shim, sham, who's a little lamb from Alabama? I'm a little miss, praying for a kiss. Just a little lamb from Alabama. Just a little lamb from Alabama.
Time stops when suddenly you see her. Time stops, and what you thought you knew changes, and life beyond this moment is better, bigger. Time stops, but still your heart is beating. Time stops, though you don't take a breath. She's there, and all you've ever wanted is nearer, clearer. I used to think the world was small. Now I don't think that way at all. Time stops when dreams come true before you. Time stops when fantasy is real. I knew this moment was expected, but this good, who could?
That boy is staring and I feel a chill. I don't know why that boy is staring and the world is still not tumbling by. There's no one talking, but I can hear 1,000 voices. What's going on inside me? That boy is staring. Is it me he sees? I can't be sure if he is staring. Should I try to please or be demure? My hand is trembling, but in this moment nothing scares me. What's going on?
I used to see what lies ahead.
My life might be a bore.
Now I just see this girl instead.
I'm bound for something more.
Stops when troubles are abandoned.
Time stops
the minute she arrives. I've seen the future in this instant. Subversive, sublime. I'd live forever in this moment if I could stop. Stop.
That boy is staring and I feel a chill. I don't know why.
Ladies, I'll tell you, that was terrific. But nobody wants to see that in a circus. Teach those steps to an elephant, and then you'd have something. People want to see things beyond their imagination, bigger than life. People want you. Hey, buddy. Hey, wait! Wait!
It's not plausible.
But it's romantic.
Hey, Miss Calloway. What's your name, Giant? You got a name? Doesn't matter. More exotic if you don't.
It's Carl.
That works. Zaya. Carl. Have you ever considered to be in the world of entertainment? More importantly, have you heard this term? What was it? Let me see here. Ooh! Unconscionable contract.
Well, it's an agreement in which one party grossly misrepresents the facts in order to take advantage of the other party's perceived ignorance.
Well, that's a thorough definition.
I want 30% off the top, and all the food I can eat.
10%.
20. And I won't do nudity.
No one's asking.
Done. Edward, what's wrong?
Oh, Carl, I just saw the woman I'm gonna marry. And then I lost her. Heartbreaking. Most men gotta get married before they lose their wives. But good news, kid. I'm gonna make your friend here a star.
Oh, that's good. At least one of us should be happy.
Ugh. Geez, kid. This girl. Real pretty.
Yeah.
Blue dress. Red hair.
Who is she? Where does she live?
What? Kid, don't waste your time. I know her daddy. She's out of your league.
What are you talking about? You don't even know who I am.
Let me guess. You are the hero of Hickville. A big fish in a small pond. This here is the ocean, and you're drowning. Take my advice and go back to Puddleville. You'd be happy there.
Look, I might not have much, but I do have more determination than any man you're ever going to meet. Okay? I will find that woman, and I will marry her, and I will spend the rest of my life with her.
Go write your Harlequin romance somewhere else. I got a circus to run.
Oh. If you tell me who she is, I'll work night and day. And you don't even have to pay me.
Okay. Once a month, if you work, if you slave, if you cry for me, then I'll give you a clue. Once a month, if you clean, if you haul, if you die for me, then the clue will be true. Once a month, it could be what she thinks, what she likes, what she lives, what she drinks, what she hopes. And all you have to do is pull the ropes. Closer to her, I'll get you closer to her. You only need to be my devotee because I'll tell you where she was born, or if she plays the French horn, and you'll be closer than you ever was. First clue, she likes dancing.
Dancing?
Back to work. Closer to her, you're one step closer to her.
I'm not afraid to stoop to scooping poop because
you'll learn what perfume she wears or what she says in her prayers.
then I'll be closer than I ever was. Mr. Calloway, it's time.
For what?
The clue about the woman I'm gonna marry.
Oh, if you had a clue, you wouldn't get married at all. Back to work. Days into weeks, into months, into years, into clue, have a clue. She likes blue.
Seasons go by in the blink of an eye, but the dream doesn't seem to come true.
Barbecue.
Year after year with the hope I would hear something kind, something fresh, something new. Mr. Calloway, it's been 3 years.
Kid, there's other fish in the sea.
But I'm already hooked. Why do you insist on keeping her name a secret?
Secrets are the backbone of society.
Oh.
Everybody ought to have a few. I believe in secrets, and I'll keep mine for a while. They keep me a success, and they make you work for less. But I'm a man of my word. Your girl? She's going to college.
College? Closer to her, one textbook closer to her. 'Cause I've been working hard and time is flying by. I've paid its price, I should go. There's still one thing I don't know. Mr. Calloway? Mr. Calloway? Mr. Calloway?
Well, this is difficult to explain.
You're a werewolf.
Or maybe not so difficult.
Mr. Calloway, is this your secret? You know, you don't have to be ashamed about being a werewolf.
Really?
Heck no. Just be yourself. Be happy.
I like you, kid. How about a bonus clue? Daffodils.
Daffodils?
Her favorite flower. Those yellow ones. Real pretty.
Mr. Calloway, let me give her those flowers. Tell me who she is.
Fine. Her name is Sandra Templeton. She goes to Auburn University.
Thank you, Mr. Calloway. Thank you.
My ball, my ball, my ball.
Oh, hey, Carl, how far away is Auburn?
926 miles.
And I'm gonna need your help.
Fellas, bring it out.
Like a cannonball circling the human comet above. Like a cannonball circling the constellation of love. Filling up the heavens,
Making waters part, aiming straight for his beloved's welcoming heart.
Will, who's Jenny Hill? I know that name.
She was my father's girlfriend in high school. Prettiest, blondest girl in Ashton. Why?
I have a mortgage for a house in Ashton, co-signed by your father with a girl named Jenny Hill.
She's real? This doesn't make any sense. Why would my father have a secret house in Ashton with another woman?
closer, it's true. There's not much more he can do. He is the privacy, the kind of dream he was.
And when at Auburn he lands, he'll do what fortune demands, and he'll be closer than closer to.
Sandra? Sandra Templeton? Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought you... Oh. Sandra! Sandra Templeton! Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you... That's embarrassing. Man, there sure are a lot of redheads at this school. Oh. Auburn. Yeah, makes sense. Sandra? Sandra Templeton.
Yes?
Oh, you don't know me, but my name is Edward Bloom, and I'm in love with you. I have spent the last 3 years trying to find out who you are, but it's all worth it to be here now and to get to talk to you.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you don't have to apologize to me, Sandra. I am the luckiest person you're going to meet today.
What?
I was indebted to a traveling circus, elephants and all. I was shot out of a cannon when they up and lost the ball. I met werewolves, giants, dancing bears. If you don't think it's true, then how on earth do I explain the road that led me here to you?
Wait, are you?
Oh, look, when I saw you, and all of time, and all the world stood still, and I promise I'll prove my worth. I'll roam the earth until you believe me, and we can be at last forever one. Don't be afraid, be my crusade.
You're too late. I'm engaged to be married.
Tell me what I have to go and do to make you change your mind. Anything I have to promise to, I'll gladly get behind. I'm the man who you should marry. You're intended through and through. Otherwise I'd never walk the road that led me here to you.
you're the boy from the circus.
I am.
I wasn't sure you were real. I imagine things a lot.
Well, then, imagine us together. Mr. and Mrs. Edward Bloom.
Wait, Edward Bloom?
Uh-huh.
From Ashton?
How'd you know?
The boy I'm engaged, he's from Ashton. Don Price.
Don Price. They let him into college?
He's studying political science.
He'd fail gravity if it was a subject.
I help him where I can.
Oh, yeah. I help him bandage his knuckles when he drags them on the ground.
That's a terrible thing to say.
That is a terrible price to pay. Don't marry that cretin.
Don.
Moron.
No, Don.
Oh, hey, Don.
Edward, what in Alabama are you doing?
Promise me you won't hurt him.
I promise.
Oh.
This is my girl, mine. Look.
Don.
Don, get away from her.
Or what? You're not so big without a giant to back you up.
But I'll always be the bigger man.
Oh! Oh! Don! Don, stop! Don, this was a mistake. I will never marry you.
What? Do you actually love this guy?
He's practically a stranger, and yet I prefer him to you.
Oh! Which lover?
Which lover?
Are you all right?
Once a month, a scrap of news that felt like you were there. Once a month, I heard your voice. I held you solitaire. Amos said that you loved music, said that you were college bound. But one thing more than all the rest filled the heart inside my chest. He told me you loved daffodils, and countless as the stars that shined, they stretched in never-ending lines, till all I saw was daffodils beside the lake, beneath the trees, all fluttering and dancing in the breeze. And like that moment right between us, sleep and waking, I thought I saw 10,000 strong with one quick glance. But then I saw your face and knew beyond mistaking, a million flowers couldn't stand a chance. So I pretend the daffodils are just an introduction to the blossoming of me and you. Beside the lake, beneath the trees, beyond a mistake. Please, marry me. Please marry me.
But you hardly know me.
I have the rest of my life to find out. These, and these, and these, and these, these, and these, and these. Oh, these are for you, only for you.
Let's build a world of daffodils that never fades and never dies. I see the answer in your eyes. I'll be the bride, I'll be the groom. A daffodil in every room.
And
and I will shower you with flowers. For my name isn't Edward Bloom.
Doesn't make any sense. Why would my father have a secret house in Ashton? And what's the deal with this Jenny Hill?
Maybe she's a friend.
Maybe she's more than that. My father was a traveling salesman. He could have very easily had a second life, a second family.
Stop, that's not real.
Well, what is real with my father, Josephine? What if all these stories were just a smokescreen so that we never bothered looking for what was true? My father has a secret house in Ashton. I can't pretend like we didn't just find that.
Look, I know you want answers, Will, but this isn't how you're going to find them. Think about the time you have left. Think about the time your father has left. You're here to make peace, Will, not start a war.
War? Did he tell you the war story? Because that's when I realized he was making it all up.
Now, I don't like to talk too much about the war. Truth is, I was just a soldier like all the other Alabama boys. But one night, I intercepted an enemy message.
What did it say?
That night, in the big USO show, the enemy was planning to kill General Patterson.
How?
With a poisoned dart shot by a deadly assassin. Only I could save him.
Weren't you scared?
Oh, well, a man does what he must. A hero does what no other man can do.
Isn't that your mom?
In my dad's stories, the most beautiful woman is always my mom.
There's a boy who knows the way I feel. Someone who is confident and real. Always at the ready, always by my side. How I hope someday I'll be his bride. Woo-wee! What are the colors of the only man I love? Red, white, and true. Who is a guide for me, announcing victory? Red, white, and true. Wherever tensions seem to flare, he is the one who's standing there.
General Patterson.
And it was in that moment when I realized who the real enemy was. Red Fang, the poison assassin.
By the colors of the only man I love, red, white, and true, who is to die for us, forever glorious, red, white, and true. Whenever he who comes to town, he's the one who brings it. He's the one who brings it down. When leads away, as we shout hooray!
Hooray!
He's a warrior.
Hey! Not part of the show!
No one to save you now.
Logically, that doesn't make sense.
Luckily, I had once been bitten by the famous Chukalabra snake of Tanzania, so I was immune to Red Fang's poison.
Chew, Calabra.
Private, what's your name, son?
Doesn't matter, sir. I'm just a soldier like these men. And I think they deserve a show. Ladies, what do you say?
Whenever time shall
So proud America.
he's the one
I won't pursue better than leads away. We can sing and sing. Red, he's red, white, and
Boys, lots of people like to think that there was the turning point of the war. Me, I just like to think it was one man doing his part. All right, well, hey, good night, Scouts.
So, when did that all happen?
During the war.
But which war?
Which war? Well, come on, don't they teach you anything in school?
That's just it. They do teach us. I can help.
What would I do without you?
Mom, are there really witches?
Why? Did your father have another run-in with Miss Johnson at the library? That woman is terrifying. And honestly, your father doesn't really know how to whisper. Daffodils? Well, now I know you did something.
Well, Rob Ray quit, so they're giving me his route. All the way to Dallas.
Dallas, that's a lot of driving.
Yeah, well, you know, it gives me a chance to expand my region.
I don't care how far you go, Edward Bloom, just as long as you make it back.
Ooh-wee.
Edward Bloom, there is a young boy right there.
So, you, got any soccer games this week?
It's not soccer season anymore.
Oh, right. Hey, Will, I'm gonna need you to look after your mother. You're the man of the house while I'm on the road.
On the road to where?
Everywhere. How do I explain it? The road, it's not about a destination. The road is something that's a part of you, a need. You don't drive it, it drives you. Understand?
No.
I've never been a man to live an office life. I've never been a man behind a desk. I've always been a man who says staying still is playing dead, the kind who's looking forward to the challenges ahead. People say that's irresponsible. People tell me stay at home. But I'm not made for things like mowing lawns or apron strings. I'm my best when not at rest. So I fight the dragons and storm the castles till I win a battle or two. Until the day it's time, I'm packing up and I am bringing all my stories home to you. All I can see is miles ahead with miles to go. All I can feel is wind and sun and sky. I stop for a coffee and make a friend and pray the day will never end, 'cause there's one more adventure waiting round another bend, where I fight the dragons and storm the castles till I win a battle or two. But then the feeling comes like 50,000 drums all banging, bring my stories home to you. And I wonder as I wander on the road from door to door, exactly what do you think of where I've been? Did you know I joined a circus, met a mermaid, fought a war? Do you know I think of you through thick and thin? Because even though I'm making deals and bringing people joy, I'm usually only thinking of my boy. Out there on the road I pray you'll call on me one day and say, let's fight the dragons and storm the castles till we win what needs to be won. So when I'm old and tired, you'll do the job required. You'll be there telling stories to your son. Then we fight the dragons and storm the castles, and I do the best that I can, 'cause everybody knows that's how the story goes, to turn each boy into a bigger man. So I fight the dragons till
you can.
Stranger, I'm feeling stranger than I've ever felt before, and so much more. Different, like something old has joined with something new. What will I do? Dad,
Son,
can we talk?
I believe we have permission.
Here you go. Do the pills help?
Yeah, a bit. They kind of got me floating. Hard to tell what's real and what's not.
I know that feeling. Do you know much about icebergs, Dad?
Icebergs? Yeah, I saw an iceberg once. They was hauling it down to Texas to use for drinking water. Only they didn't count on an elephant being frozen inside of it. It's one of them woolly kinds. A mammoth.
Dad, I'm trying to make a metaphor here.
Well, if you were trying to make a metaphor, you shouldn't have led with a question. People like to answer questions. Well, you should have said, the thing about icebergs is...
The thing about icebergs is that you only see 10% of them. The other 90% is below the water where you can't see it. And that's what it is with you, Dad. I'm only seeing this small bit that sticks up above the water.
What? You're only seeing my nose? My chin?
I have no idea who you are. Because you've never told me a single fact.
Oh, come on, Will. I talk about myself all the time. I tell stories.
Exactly, Dad. You tell stories. You make stuff up. And I'm wondering if it's all to conceal something you don't want other people to know.
Oh, you got me. My secret identity. Superman!
Can we talk about Ashton, Dad?
Ashton? I grew up there, you know that.
Then why did we never visit? It's not that far a drive.
There's nothing to see there.
Dad, I'm about to have a kid of my own here. It would kill me if he went through his life with doubts.
Really? It'd kill you, huh? Okay, yeah, what exactly are you accusing me of, Will?
I'm not. I'm just trying to get a handle on some things.
Yeah? Well, handle them as you please. I think we're done talking.
Dad.
Get out. Get out!
Will, what did you do?
I didn't do anything.
Will, calm down.
I know you're trying to protect me, but you can't.
What happened?
The boy attacked me. Like I'm a villain.
Each time he tells another tale, he drifts another step from me. I wish I knew the reason he chooses fantasy instead of facing facts. Something hidden, something he fears. Will I learn the truth before he disappears? This river between us grows wider each day. He talks, but he mostly has little to say. I beg him to separate the truth from the tale, but the river invites him. This river between us grows harder to bear. He's standing beside me, but not really there. His flights turn to fancy as soon as he'll start, but this fancy excites him, so Edward takes heart. He promised he'd restrain himself. He promised he'd be good. He promised he'd contain himself, as if he ever could. My father talks of fireworks, of shooting stars above you. But how can you believe a liar when he says, I love you?
This river between us.
There's a river between us.
There's an ocean between us. So now I finally get the knife. My son's convinced that I'm a liar. Now there's a funny punchline, and in the final hour, discarded like the trash, he insults me and stands apart and thinks he's smart. This river between us is selfish and cold. It flows where it wants to. It can't be controlled. My son honors none of the things that I do. He don't have a clue.
He only sees what he invents.
He only sees the black and
all
white.
All make believe and all pretense.
And always wants to start a fight.
He doesn't change.
He doesn't stay.
And so the river winds its way. This river between us may never be crossed. And while we stay silent, we're violently tossed. I'll leave him to ponder.
I'll leave him alone.
He's made of stone.
He's made of stone.
He's made of stone.
He's made of stone. This river between us can rage like the sea.
Holding
on for dear life is my child and me. He'll come to his senses.
He's swimming and yet
he'll drop his defenses.
He's caught in a net. And
though I can't change him, someday he'll regret. This river between us.
Each time he tells another tale.
This river between us.
He drifts another step from me.
This river, this river, this river, this river, this river, this river. Ah!
Edward,
ah,
honey?
No!
It's me. You're okay. Please tell me what happened.
The river. Well, no, I was drowning. Well.
It's okay, honey. It was just a nightmare. You're right here with me.
Oh. The roof should hold up. The roof. The shingles still got 10 years in them. It'll be fine.
In your face, I see a lifetime. In this place, I feel at ease. Wallpaper peeling, paint wearing thin. Here's where I am
Excuse me.
Oh. I wasn't expecting you.
Are you Jenny Hill?
I am. And you're Will, Eddie's son. You look just like him.
How did you know my father?
From high school. Before that, even.
Were you and my father having an affair?
Wow. You just said it.
I've seen him with women. He flirts, always has. On some level, I expected he was cheating on my mother. I just never had proof. That's your signature, yes? The deed to this house? He co-signed the loan.
Can I ask you a question? Why did you come here today? If you found this, why didn't you just ask Eddie?
Because he's dying.
Look, I don't know how much you want to know about any of this. You have one image of your father, and it'd be wrong of me to go and change it.
My father did a lot of things that he said a lot of things that he never did, and I'm sure he did a lot of things that he never said. I'm just trying to reconcile the two. You said you went to high school with my father? Was that here in Ashton?
Well, it was in Ashton, but Ashton wasn't here. You do know what happened to the town, right?
No.
Oh, honey, that's the only reason your father came back. The state was building a new reservoir. The whole valley was going to be flooded. Within a few hours, the town of Ashton would be 30 feet underwater. Edward Bloom came back to take one last look at the town he left so long ago.
What do we want?
Nothing to change.
When do we want it?
Forever.
What do we want?
Nothing to change.
When do we want it?
Forever.
As long as we're changed here, the state won't dare drown this town.
Yeah!
Edward Bloom?
It can't be.
It is.
We knew you'd come back. When you left, you said, and I quote, "I'll never forget Ashton. I'll come back. I promise."
We just thought it wouldn't be this long.
Edward Bloom.
Don Price.
That's Mayor Don Price.
Congratulations. Look, I came back because I read in the paper that they were flooding the valley.
So, what's your plan, Edward?
You don't think I'm here to save you, right?
You're persuasive. You can talk to him. Get him to stop building the dam.
Okay, well, the dam's already built. Water's rising.
The state won't dare drown this town.
No.
Yeah.
I would never.
Does the state even know you're here?
Yeah.
Maybe.
What? Maybe?
Wait, nobody knows we're here? Edward, you gotta help us. You're the only one who can save the town.
Not this time. Edward's not a savior. Edward's not a saint. How can he be good for us when he's not the thing he says he ain't? We can change our fate, you bet we can. We don't need this interloping man.
He's right.
I am not. Wait, what?
You gotta let go of the past. I suggest that we start over.
How?
Start over.
Now?
Instead of drown, we move the town and start over.
Wow.
You can sweat, you can fret, till you're all soaking wet, because dawn, there's a flood on the way. If we start over, tomorrow begins today. What are these old buildings even used for anymore? These streets got nothing but potholes, but that is not what makes a town. What makes a town is people. Memories, dreams, ambitions. You got those. You don't have to stay here to stay together.
But where are we moving to? We gotta get some new land first.
We couldn't afford to build a new town anyway.
Okay, well, what if I got you the land and the money?
Well, you know where to find us.
I'll tell you, Edward, when we met, I lived a kind of secretive life. I was a mysterious man. After meeting you, I met myself and my wife. Oh, because you told me I can. You're upset, you're in need. I got land and a deed. You can have every weed, every stone. You're the only man who I would ever give a thing to. The truest friend that I ever known. You like it there, Lotta. Tasty rabbits.
Oh, thank you, Amos. Thank you.
Edward Bloom. When I met you, I was living in a cave. You convinced me to start over. We'd offset the construction costs by floating a 30-year fixed-rate bond tied to the Nikkei index. I know a guy. In a rush, you'll be flush, I'll get cash, but hush, hush, I won't do this for just any Joe. You can start over, and Edward, I'll give you the dough.
Thank you, Carl. Thank you. I got to the land just over that hill and money to build a new town.
Money to build a new
Money
town?
to build a new town?
Money to build a new town?
Start over, start over. Instead of drown, we move the town and start over.
We can fret till we're all soaking wet.
So you better believe what we say. If we start over,
tomorrow begins today.
Tomorrow
begins today. Tomorrow begins.
Wait. So, if what you're telling me is true, then this is the biggest thing my father ever did. He saved a town? Why wouldn't he tell me that story?
Because the story doesn't end there.
You did it, Edward.
Oh, hey, well, it was all Don's idea.
Money's rising, people. Let's go. Let's go.
Construction cost. Oh, hey, ma'am, come on. We got to go.
You're too late.
Oh, no, we're not too late. We still got about an hour. The water's
You're
rising.
years too late.
Jenny Hill? I heard you married and moved away.
My husband left me too. He couldn't compete with the fantasy. A girl only gets one true love, and that was you.
Jenny, I'm so sorry.
Just forget me like you did before. Let me drown here, Edward Bloom.
No, I will not do that.
You did. I've been drowning since the moment you left.
Oh, Jenny. I'm not here to argue or confess. I'm only here for damsels in distress. Let's leave this mess and start over. Say bye to the old fantasy and start over. Where there's rain, don't complain, just hold on through the pain, and you'll wonder what caused all the fuss. But when we start over, tomorrow begins for us. right, just a little further. A little further. Watch out for the poisonous snake. Just kidding. And turn around.
Oh my, this is really my house.
All you have to do is sign. Edward Bloom. I did promise I'd come back, Jenny. I'm a man of my word.
Thank you.
No. I love my wife very much. From the moment I met her till the moment I die, she'll be the only one.
Lucky girl.
I'm sorry, Jenny. I really am.
And he never came back. Guess he never said a word about saving Ashton. Biggest thing he ever did, and not a story to go with it.
He could have just left you out of that story.
No. He could never risk you coming here, finding out. It had to go untold.
It was just a kiss.
You don't understand him, do you?
No, but I'm trying.
Honey, you're the key to all of this. The way Eddie smiled when he talked about you. Well, you were just a boy, but you were smart. He was so proud of you. You knew that, didn't you? He wanted you to be proud of him, too.
Excuse me. Hello? Okay, I'll be right there. I'm sorry, I have to go.
Is it Eddie? Is he?
I don't know. What happened?
Oh, Will, your father, he stopped breathing. We had to call the ambulance.
Is he gonna be okay? I mean, will he ever get back to the way he was when... I'm so sorry, Mom. I should have been here.
There's nothing you could have done.
What does Dr. Bennett say?
They'll know better in the morning. Some test. They want me to go downstairs and fill out paperwork.
I'll go with you.
No, one of us should stay with him.
I'll go with you.
Dr. Bennett.
Will.
Dr. Bennett, how long have you known my father?
How old are you? Add a few years to that.
Dr. Bennett, how would you describe my father?
5 F9 160 regulated hypertension.
Can he hear us?
It's hard to say what anyone hears. Harder still to know when they're listening.
I know about Ashton, Dad. I know what you did. You saved the town and broke a girl's heart. And I get why you didn't want Mom to know. I do. But, well, what you did was heroic. I've compiled a list of all of your stories. There are 36 basic tales with a lot of variations, of course. Most are just jokes, awful jokes. But take the rest and it's like a myth. An epic tale of a farmer's boy from Alabama who just wanted to see the world. You never did, though. But I did. And I think that's because of you. All this time I thought you were just trying to impress me. But you were trying to inspire me. Dad? Dad, what's wrong? What do you need? Do you need something? Do you need
The river.
water?
The river.
The river?
Will, show me.
Show you what, Dad? Dad.
Show me how I go.
You mean what the witch showed you? I don't know that part of the story,
Well,
Dad. You never
well.
told me.
Well.
Okay, Dad. I can try. Just tell me how it starts.
Like this.
Okay. First things first. We're in this prison cell. Have to find a way to break out. Find another place to stake out. Look around. Be sure we aren't seen. Slowly check the door before we're spotted. Were we spotted? I know you've been a secret double agent, but we can turn the page into another kind of tale. Let's go. The door is just our first opponent, so step out of your state of shock. We only need to pick this lock.
No need.
What's next is all anyone needs to begin. What's next has been a friend to you. What's next to do? One word and then suddenly one more again. Just like that pen writing the perfect tale. Out the door and pray the coast is clear. Noses to the ground before we're spotted.
We were spotted!
So now we face the ultimate decision. Relinquish our control as we surrender up the fight, or else we say hello to the collision. Just do our job and do it well.
Or better yet, let's run like really fast.
Will, what are you doing?
Oh, I figured out the problem, Doc. Just been out of the water too long.
Of course.
What's next is all anyone needs to begin. What's next has been a friend to you. What's next to do? One word and then suddenly one more again. Just like that pen writing the perfect tale.
Hey, that's a really good color on you. Really brings out your eyes.
All right, Dad.
You know who else had green eyes?
The mermaid.
The mermaid!
Edward Bloom, how did you swim through danger in the world? What was in your heart that beats inside you? Were you simply wetter than the ordinary average man? Or was it just your fins and scales to guide you?
My old Chevy!
to what's next?
We start the car.
What's next?
We hit the road.
What's next?
We find the river.
What's next? What's next?
I don't know.
And who do we see at the river to greet you? Everyone there at the river to meet you. Everyone you ever knew, ever spoke of, waiting for you to arrive. Now can you see Carl by the tree in the distance? Amos arrives with his usual flair. Zachy and Dawn gather round cheering on. Yes, even the witch is there. She is there. What's next is all anyone needs to begin. What's next has been a friend to you. What's next to you? Only one dad, only inspiring one son. Edward, you're done writing the perfect tale, telling the perfect tale. It was a perfect
Well, I can't exactly say this was a surprise. But I do thank you all for coming. They say a man is only as rich as the friends he's got. That makes me a tycoon. But I think someone is missing. Seen this all before, when I was just a child. I met a witch who took a bow and showed me how it ended. We stood here on the shore. The air was sweet and mild, with disbelief implausibly suspended. And in my child's imagination, I remember you, though I didn't know if we were foes or friends. But now you're standing here, I see the vision coming clear. I know exactly how this ends. It ends with you. It ends with me. It ends the way a story's ending is supposed to be. A bit insane, a touch of pain, adeptly told, yet uncontrolled. It ends with faith. It ends with love. It ends with water in the river and the sun above. Part epic tale, part fire sale, but all sincere and standing here. I know I wasn't perfect. I know my life was small. I know that I pretended that I knew it all. But when you tell my story, and I hope somebody does, remember me as something bigger than I was. It ends with sons. It ends with wives. It ends with knowing when the pavement ends, we find our lives. So let it come and let me go. Show me the waves and let them flow. It all ends well.
And that's how it happens, Dad. That's how you go. I don't think we've met. I'm Will.
I'm Carl.
What is it?
We just saw the biggest fish in the whole world. It was as big as a car.
Now, son, let's stick to the facts. It was at least as big as a truck.
Yeah, a truck, and we're gonna catch it.
I can't wait.
Now I want to see this fish.
You get hungry. There's barbecue.
You know, son, it was right here on this very spot that your granddad helped me catch my first fish. It was this big.
How do you do it?
Now that there's a Bloom family secret passed only from father to son. Be the hero of your story if you can. Be the champion in the fight, not just the man. On a wing or on a prayer, you'll get there only with your voice. With a story in your heart, you won't need any other choice. You're a hero fighting dragons, winning wars. Be the hero, and the world will